everyone, let's talk about how to hold the drumstick today. So there's three things I want us to do. The first thing is this. I want you to take your drumstick and I want you to imagine that it's cut up into three equal parts. So roughly something like this, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing we're going to do, with our thumb and our index finger, we're going to grab the stick 1/3 of the way up, okay? Just like that. And it's going to be resting in the last part of your index finger and your thumb, okay? You don't want it to kind of roll back into your hand like that or in the middle like that. You just want it right there, okay? The last thing we're going to do is we're just going to take our fingers and we're going to lightly wrap the stick into the palm of our hand, okay? And that's it. That's how you hold the stick. Let's talk about three things we don't want to do. Okay, so the first thing is I'm saying hold it lightly. You don't want to squeeze. You don't want to go like this, okay? Because as soon as you squeeze, that stick can no longer move. When you're light with your fingers, you can see that stick moves freely. As soon as I squeeze, it doesn't move, right? The second thing we don't want to do, and lots of drummers do this when they begin playing drums, in fact, I used to do it myself, is we don't want the index finger on top of the stick, okay? Again, what happens is the stick's moving freely. As soon as I put my index finger on top, the stick can no longer move, okay? So we need our index finger on the side of the stick, like that, okay? The third thing we don't want to do, something I also used to do when I was younger, is stick your fingers out of the stick like this. This is a sign there's tension in your hands, and we don't want tension when we're playing drums. We want to be loose and relaxed. The only way you'll ever be able to play fast is if you are relaxed. So once again, the three things. Divide the stick up into threes. Grab the stick with your index and your thumb 1/3 of the way up, and then lightly bring your fingers around the stick. And that's it. That's how you hold the drumstick. Now let's just talk about quickly how to actually play the drums. What we want to do is we want to use our wrists when we play the drums. Beginner drummers have a tendency to lock their elbow and kind of go like this when they hit the drum, or use their arms like that. And that doesn't feel very comfortable to do. It's also going to prevent you from playing fast, okay? If you think about it, if you put the sticks down, your wrist is designed to move like this, right? Like that's a very easy, natural motion. Now, if you were to do that with your arm, if you were to lock your wrist and kind of go like this, you'll find that feels very, very awkward. That's not something that feels fun to do, right? So why would you play drums like that? You can feel all that tension as soon as you start to do that, right? So we want to use our wrists like that when we play the drums. Hold the sticks, right? And then from the wrists, both hands, right? Winding up like that. Now, over the years, I've actually had some students say to me, I was watching a video on YouTube and they said to hold the drumsticks a different way. Or maybe the way I was showing you to hold the drumsticks is wrong. I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. So first of all, don't watch YouTube. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. There's actually more than one way to hold the drumstick. There's a few different ways you can hold the drumsticks, and they're all correct, okay? The way I showed you, though, I believe is the best one-size-fits-all approach, okay? The way I actually hold the drumstick is slightly different from what I showed you guys. I've made some of my own tweaks over the years, just checking out different things. But in the early stages of drumming, I recommend just holding the sticks that way. And then if you've been playing for a few years and you're starting to get really into it and you're curious about those things, definitely start watching some other videos or checking out different things and making your own tweaks and adjustments and seeing what fits you best. But again, in the early stages, I think it's important just to learn how to play the drums and have fun playing the drums. So this way of holding the sticks is, I think, the easiest way for beginners. And stay away from all the other videos out there because you can actually overload yourself with information and you will end up kind of just spinning your tires in the mud. Okay, guys? So hopefully that helps, and we'll see you in the next lesson.